Pass to Banks. Pulls up, high post. The shot, no good. For New York, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Here's the great. New York working the ball around now. From the arc. That one is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And he drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Vancouver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
The first free throw is good. Vancouver making a switch here. Russell is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. New York has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Inside, here's the Magician, and there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Vancouver ball.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Vancouver has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Russell, and then Russell with the dunk.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
At the line for Vancouver, Russell. 1 shot.
.34 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Cowboy. Here's Dozier. Here's the great. New York again can't hit. Vancouver shooting 46%, a decent average.
What'd you say?
Wow. My goodness.
Come on now.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Freeman. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Whew. That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's New York in total control, up by 29 going into the break. And though there's time left, they don't look like they're about to give up this huge lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Vancouver looking at who they've got. Here's Banks. Here's Simpson. Chalk up 2 there. Simpson's got his first points of the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's the Magician. Pass to Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the great three-pointer. That shot off.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And there's the drive. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Flash. Pass to Wallace. Fires the three. He can't get that one to fall. From 13, Wallace pulls it in. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Bird drills it from deep. Bird's got 9 points here in the second half.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
Here's Bird. Pass to the Magician. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. The Magician's got his first bucket in this one.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's Banks. Watched by Wallace. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Banks, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Oh, they get a hand on it. On the wing, Holiday. This one for three. And it's New York with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's the Magician. Pass to Bird. Here's the Magician. The three ball. The shot comes out. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Banks, the pass to T. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Good on the bucket.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Simpson. Pass to the Cobra. From behind the arc. The Magician grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's the great. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Number 25.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
First one falls for him. New York making a switch here. Hits both from the stripe. Vancouver with the ball. Pass to Simpson. They set the screen. On the wing, Holiday. Vancouver moving the ball around. Simpson, no good. For New York, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Into the line for Vancouver, number 16.
To the middle. To the wing, right side. Pulls up at the elbow, and he hits the jumper. The Cobra's got his first 2 points of the night.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
New York has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. Vancouver shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Pass to Clutch. There's the 3. The dive for the ball, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
In for New York, number 31. Number 31.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Clutch. Clock is at 3. Releases. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Here's ABC. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Here's the Cobra after the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Clutch. No good from outside. And here's New York now. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to ABC. Down low. Here's the doctor. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul, third team foul. At the line for 2, 0-0.
And the first one at the line is good. Vancouver making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
Here's Bird. Here's ABC. New York again can't hit. Outside Holiday. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's ABC. Pass to the Magician. Here's the Doctor. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. The Doctor's got 23 points.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
A minute 53 left in the game. That one goes. Count it.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
For New York, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. The Magician, pass to Bird, to the inside. Here's the Magician. Vancouver with a rebound. Banks has got 8 rebounds in the game. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. Pass to Clutch. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's ABC. Right wing. Here's the Doctor. Out to the right wing. Here's the Magician. Vancouver with a rebound. So New York wins it. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
Starting at point. 6 feet 7 inches.
One thing to watch tonight, RJ. Both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. EJ out there with Baller. Then there's Anderson. Then it's the kid, and it's Myers in at the center, locking down the middle. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
EJ passes to Myers. Now here's DJ. Pass to the kid. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Baller. Misses the jumper. Out to the right wing. Here's Q. He's covered by Anderson. They set the pick. From D. Thomas. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Goes to Chicago.
Here's Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Here's DJ. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And the basket by Thomas.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Baller passes to the kid. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Thomas. Noah with a screen for Thomas. Wants to get it off to Noah and does.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Goose. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside, here's Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Las Vegas shooting their first free throw tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Find the lane. Find the lane.
17.
One shot.
One shot.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Chicago trails by 5. And here is DJ. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The Wizard, he's checked in for Thomas.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas, number 22, Jerry Kirkland.
Here's DJ. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The Wizard passes to B. G with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
After the kid. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Noah against Anderson. Here's Q. He has yet to score. Let's take a look at the numbers for him. Chicago trails by 3. Anderson outside. He lobs it up. It's stolen. Here's Q. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. DJ passes to the kid. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Baller. No good from outside. Las Vegas leading by 5. Here's Q. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to B. And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders of the last 10 games. You look at G, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
He's gotten the opportunity to make a contribution, and the numbers, they followed. I mean, he's shown he can help them control the backboard.
Malone's checked in for Las Vegas. Drexler, he's checked in for Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. Q passes to Malone. He gets that one.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Chicago trails by 7. Here's the kid. Got a hand on it. The kick out to Anderson. DJ with it. Still yet to score. Second shot opportunity. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Malone. So for Las Vegas, Sampson's checked in, and it's Higgins in for Q. Jay's checked in for Chicago. Clock at 4. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Las Vegas leading by 4. Pass to Higgins. The tray. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
And maybe if they were at home, their fans could have given them the boost they needed to get over the top.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Higgins. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Down low. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Baller. Pass to Jay. Another 3 for Chicago.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Higgins. The Wizard passes to Higgins. Screen by Malone. Shot clock at 6. Las Vegas again missing. Here's Chicago. They've got an 8-0 run. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
There's the screen to the inside. And the basket by Jay. And it's a 3-point Chicago lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Check in for Las Vegas. Chicago also making some changes. Magician comes in for Anderson, and Easy Breezy subbed in for the Kid. Las Vegas trails by 3. To the middle. Here's Rain Man. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Chicago.
Here's Jay. 8 points for him. Pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Baller. Puts up a deep 3. The shot missing. Las Vegas, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Higgins. Still scoreless.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Here's Baller. 23 points his last outing. Here's Easy Breezy. Sampson pulls it in. Las Vegas, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Higgins passes to Noah, and the basket is good. And now a 3-point Las Vegas lead. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Pass to Drexler. To the paint. And the dunk by Drexler.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Noah. He has 6. Malone. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Jay. 8 points for him. Baller passes to Drexler. Malone with the steal. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Here's Higgins. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
In transition, you can get those clear looks from 3, and he's the right guy to take them.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Baller, covered by Noah. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Baller. Hits the jumper in space. Here's Higgins. With 2 seconds left. And Noah with the nice bucket inside. Noah's got 8 points. And so it's Las Vegas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action in just a minute. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
We've got Q, also Thomas out there, B out there with Rain Man, and for Chicago, we've got Jay. Anderson is out there with the Magician. Then it's G, and it's DJ in at the 2 guard. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
We've got B, Q out there with Thomas, and it's Rain Man, and G with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And for Chicago, Magician is out there with Anderson. Then it's G, then it's DJ, and it's J in at the 1. Here's DJ. After the basket by Las Vegas. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's the screen. 5 to shoot to the middle. And it's G finishing it off.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Q. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Q. Sinks the three-pointer. Q's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Here's Magician. Nothing on the board. Pass to Jay. Lets it go. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Rain Man passes to Q. Launches from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And stolen by Thomas. Here's Q. And that one is hammered home.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Wizard is checked in for Rain Man. And Chicago also making a switch. The kid is checked in for G. Chicago trails by 11. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Q. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Q's got the lead up to 14 now for Las Vegas. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jay, the pass to Anderson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Out to the right wing. Pass to DJ. Clock at 6. Halt the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside Thomas. That shot off.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's Jay. He's got 8. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
All right, a chance to check out stats for B. The past month has been surreal. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And back to your point, number 2 in steals. He's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from it. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Kevin?
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And Las Vegas making a change here. Malone's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Baller, he's checked in for Jay. Pass the Magician. Inside, it's deflected. One-on-one fast break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Chicago making a switch here. Drexler's checked in. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. You look at DJ, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
Impressive dime count there. And you like to see that from a rookie. No better way to make a first impression than by spreading the wealth.
Now, here's DJ. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Magician. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Malone. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Here's Q. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Q's got the lead up to 14 now for Las Vegas.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
DJ dishes to Drexler. Picked by Drexler. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender for a guy.
Las Vegas shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. The kid comes in for the Wizard, and it's Higgins in for Thomas. Easy breezy's checked in for Chicago. And the free throw, no good. With the playoffs on the horizon, Richard, we're seeing some of the top teams rest their players a little bit.
Yeah, you want to prevent injury, but you also want your go-to guy to have some fresh legs. Limit their minutes now. It'll pay dividends in the postseason.
Shot clock at 6. DJ way outside. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Brown. And he dunks it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's easy breezy. No scoring in this one. Here's the kid. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Pass to Q. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Las Vegas making a change here. Sampson's checked in.
Number 2, Sampson.
Chicago trails by 18. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Pass to easy breezy. Now DJ. Here's the lob to the hoop. The kid can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Chicago making a switch here. G's checked in. And so here is Chicago. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to easy breezy. Here's G, guarded by Malone. Las Vegas leading by 21.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Q. On the wing, Malone. Here's Q. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
He doesn't get the second one. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Bowler. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. Jump shot is good. Baller's got his second basket of the game.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Higgins. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Pass to Easy Breezy. Drexler outside. Here's DJ. His three-pointers off the mark. Las Vegas leading by 22. Here's Sampson. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Q. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Malone. He's checked in for Las Vegas. Thomas comes in for Higgins. Anderson, he's checked in for Chicago. Jay comes in for DJ. Here's Baller. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. The three. No good that time. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Las Vegas ahead. Opening up a huge gap. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead.
Something my partner will appreciate. These guys are living in the paint, and it's going to be hard to move them out of their shot.
Yeah, that's what we call renters' rights. They are holding that lease, baby.
And now let's see who the winners of the Player of the Week were. In the East, the Doctor.
Well-deserved award. You look at the numbers, he's doing a little bit of everything out there.
That's what you look for at the small forward position, an all-around impact on the game. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? Q, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And Chicago shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. B out there with the kid. Then it's Q. Then it's Thomas. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
First free throw is good. And G drops them both. Las Vegas leading by 20. Now here's Noah. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Thomas got 5 now.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
DJ passes to Anderson. Stolen away. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Pulls up. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Pass to the kid. They set the screen. Here's Myers, and it's G finishing it off.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And Thomas has it in the corner. And another three for Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Thomas gone 3 of 6 from the floor. DJ kicks to G. Anderson passes the ball. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Noah, that's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 7th assist here tonight.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to G. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul, second team foul.
For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And here's Thomas who brings it up for Las Vegas. Here's Q. He's got 16. Got it. Good job in the low post. And that's now 10 points for Goose.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's the kid. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. Chicago calls timeout.
The line for the away team. Number 3, taking 2 shots. Chicago timeout call.
Wizard is checked in for Las Vegas. And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. You take a look at Baller. 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And having a reliable 3-point option at off guard, pretty much a necessity at this point in time in the league.
He hits the second from the line. Las Vegas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Pass to B. Back to Noah. 6 on the shot clock.